Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. I do apologize for game one. I don't know what happened in game one. Um, I just cannot think of anything to say, and I guess I kind of, I don't know, caught my tongue like a lot of times. So yeah. By the way, this is going to be game two of this Best of 3 series, a Night Elf mirror matchup, which we haven't, or at least this channel hasn't seen all that much. I did once say before in the past that undead mirror matches were probably the rarest, but now that I've seen, undead mirrors frequently, I kind of feel like night elf mirrors are the now extinct thing. So either way, we have YangE, the red night elf player in the top left, and Moon, who is currently up 1-0, as the blue night elf player in the bottom right. Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, so no one's gonna pick a Warden yet, so I'm, I guess, a little disappointed, but at the same time maybe grateful because, I mean, Wardens don't really indicate you're gonna focus on mid to late game gameplay. I guess that's the word. Demon Hunter's more long term, I guess. I don't really know. Warden's just there to, like, try to end the game as quickly as possible, but meh, don't know.
Players' forces are under attack.
And in my opinion, Demon Hunter's there just to, like, disrupt heroes and mana users as much as possible. Or at least that's my opinion. Okay. This map's on Crystal Kingdom, by the way. Not sure if you noticed, but I do have a video, or at least a replay, introducing this map, so if you find the very first Crystal Kingdom game on this channel, then I'll do a terrible job introducing the map, but, you know, it's still showing around the map. Okay, so both players clearing out green creep camps. Does look like YangE went for a different one. Yeah, he went for a different green creep camp, actually. Okay, he's gonna go after this one, which Moon went after first, picking himself a circlet, while Moon is gonna go after this orange creep camp. Gonna take a lot of damage, but he is not going to decide to commit, so, he went for the Tome Trapper instead. Ensnare on the Archer. Mammoth is going to ignore it, though. And Moon is going to utilize that Fountain of Health. In terms of number of archers, Moon doesn't really have that many. Food supply of 21 versus 26. That is at least 2 more archers than Moon. Yeah, it looks about right. And never mind. We have 4 archers for YangE, and Moon, I believe, only has 1. It's actually very hard to keep track of blue units in this map.
A player's forces
Yeah,
are
obviously
under
this is
attack.
not going to help. Red and blue is pretty much the classic 1-2 colors. Archer's going to be taken down. Oh well. A little bit of a loss right there for YangE, but he is going to go straight for those wisps. Obviously not immolate, no immolate for that Demon Hunter, so he's going to go straight after those the old style. The old way. Meanwhile, Moon is trying to provide some harassment as well. Not enough units, or not as many units as YangE, but maybe he might work. Maybe it might work out. I don't know. Wow, Demon Hunter was committed to kill that archer. Or wisp. Yeah, it was a wisp. Okay, Moon's Moonwells are in trouble, so if these get destroyed, then he might be sit back by supply, but to be honest, he hasn't really used that much. He's only used 17 out of 50. I believe most of his wisps were actually taken out Hunter Soul is about to be completed. Tier 2 about to be completed. And wow. I mean, YangE is also at tier 2 as well. I'm not sure if he has himself his Hunter Soul though, so he cannot make any Ancients of Lores or Winds, so
Town is under siege.
we have a Nagasi Witch out for the second hero for
Player's
YangE
forces
as
are
well.
under attack.
That is the second Moonwell down for Moon, so he needs to do something here. Dust's Appearance is going to take down another Archer. We also have a Nagasi Witch for Moon as well. TP is going to be coming in. Not Moonwell, Mana Burn for both Demon Hunters. It looks like Moon's Demon Hunter is a little bit ahead in terms of experience. He's not placing down any Ancients though, so I'm a little worried about that. And wow, YangE's archers, YangE's losing a lot of archers, actually, so he needs to be a little bit more careful in that aspect. I mean, he's just feeding experience to the Demon Hunter and Nagasi Witch. Demon Hunter is gonna go retreating back to his fountain of health. And yeah. But right now Moon is a little bit is in a little bit of trouble. Finally placed down an Ancient of Lore, but he doesn't really have many units to defend his own base. He does have one Archer, Nagasi Witch, and a Demon Hunter, but YangE is still reinforcing himself with archers, even though he does lose them a lot. So, I don't know. It might depend on control of the heroes. Meanwhile, Nagasi Witch is gonna consume all of the mana. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is gonna be in trouble now, as he is going to be taken down by the Archer. Wow. Nagasi Witch might be able to get that kill, but what can she do against the Demon Hunter by herself, especially with two Archers to support her? And Nagasi Witch, I don't think she can really make it. Ancient of War might be used to try and help her, but... or not. Or I guess not. Nagasi Witch might use a Zeppelin. Zeppelin? No, she's going to deny herself. That is unfortunate. We're going to have bears straight away for Moon, actually, so... as well as tier 3, so... we're going to have bears versus archers. And maybe... wow, bears versus dots, actually, so... we're going to go double Ancient of Winds against Moon. Demon Hunter is being revived, as well as that Nagasi Witch. That's going to be the third Moonwell taken down for Moon. And where are those archers coming from? I have no idea. Okay, YangE is going to go after this ice wall. We do have a Hunter's Hole and Ancient of Lore right over there. Archers can actually see over it. I'm actually surprised. I thought this ice wall might actually block the vision, but apparently it did not. Okay, YangE surprisingly went back a bit. I'm not sure why, but the Demon Hunters are going to exchange mana burns. It does seem like YangE's Demon Hunter is a little bit more, how should I say it, better than Moon's. I mean, Moon only has +6 attack, while YangE has +4 in everything. There we go with a Staff of Preservation. Haven't seen that in a while. YangE is going to lose 2 archers simultaneously if he's not careful. We do have the first bear out for Moon. And... oh, another archer taken down. That is, I believe, level 3 on the Demon Hunter. Yes, it is. So we most likely have level 2 mana burn as well. Possibly could be used on the Nagasi Witch. Oh, this is another archer taken down. I believe that's number 3 in the last minute. But we finally have some dots out for YangE. There we go, the mana burn. Wow. Dots are never gonna get their cyclones off. That is gonna be the unfortunate truth. Cyclone, I believe, costs 200 mana, and well, I don't know. The max mana, I believe it's 400 at Master's Training. Very, very, very fire has been casted, and the Demon Hunter is actually going to take down Moons and give him level 3. Wow, that was a little, how should I say it? I can't say clumsy. I don't think he was controlling his Demon Hunter, but a little bit careless, I should say. Oh well. Dark Ranger, third hero for YangE. This is going to be interesting, actually. We usually see Dark Rangers with undeads, but it's not really uncommon with Night Elves for some reason. I believe it's mainly because of their dark or black arrows. They can essentially make an army with the corpses of your opponent's army, so yeah. Okay, here we go, mana burn on that Nagasi, which we also have Fairy Fire on her, so that's -4 armor. I believe that's a flat minus reduction, so yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's see how these dots will do against these bears. This bear is going to be taken down by the Demon Hunter, no doubt. Oh, one dot taken down. Actually, the bear is going to be able to survive. Fairy Fire lasts quite a while, so he will not be able to run away from the how should I say it, from the sights of YangE. And Moon is about to get himself dots. Not dots. Dryads. Dryad is essentially a great counter actually against those dots, as they're essentially a mana immune, so they can't get Fairy Fired or Cycloned. And of course they do extra damage against those dots. And I don't believe the dots can actually retaliate against those Dryads because they're immune to magic. So wow. This is really teaching me something about Night Elf mirrors. It would be absolute mistake to go Ancient of Wind actually, cause all you got is dots. And of course if you get dots, then you can just, the opponent can just mass up Dryads, and then that's pretty much it. Of course it means, or of course there's more to it than that, but that's pretty much the gist of it, really. Orb of Venom on that Demon Hunter, I don't think, no he is, tier 3-4 YangE as well, so we might have an Orb of Venom as well. There's the Ancient of Wonders. Do we have Master's Training though? That's what I'm wondering. Yes we do have Master's Training. Huh. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Looks like YangE's just gonna be creeping by himself, as well as Moon actually, so not really by himself. Rune of Watcher gonna be placed down. I forgot that Rune of Watcher was actually in this map. Well, not actually forgot, just didn't know. Okay. Currently 3 skeletons for YangE. Not that many, but in hindsight they're basically free. So, oh well. It's at least something. Blue Drake is going to be cleared out. Dryads dealing a ton of damage actually. Book of the Dead has been dropped. Nagasi, where are you? There you are. She is most likely going to pick that up. And of course, oh, second item as well. Boots of Speed. No, it's not. Oh, so it's just switcheroo. Second item right there. Gauntlet of Ogre Strength. It is going to be left behind though, so no one cares for 150 extra health, as well as regeneration. This camp's going to be cleared out. Level 2 on that Dark Ranger. I have no idea what her second ability might be. We never seen Drain Life, so we might have Silence instead. I don't know. I mean, Silence against these guys? Yeah. Out of the way, we're going to start attacking. Cyclone on the Demon Hunter, and we might have a Cyclone on the Bears. No, we're not. We're going to focus fire these bears instead. Cyclone doesn't really do full duration on the Demon Hunter, but we might have a possible surround right here. Oh, Book of the Dead for Moon. Anti-Magic Shell as well, but the Dispels. Dispels? Where did the Dispels come from? I am actually curious. Oh, it might have been the Dryads, but Well, where on earth, how on earth did those skeletons get taken down though? That's what I'm wondering. Staff Preservation is going to save that Demon Hunter, I believe. Bear's going to be taken down by a level 2 mana burn though, so that's a little unfortunate. But now, YangE has to do the old-fashioned way of killing these dryads as he cannot use any spells. Slow poison is going to be utilized to try and slow that Demon Hunter down, but of course he does have boost of speed. It looks like YangE is going to go after the main base of Moon instead. Okay, Moon is going to be finishing off this orange creep camp and finally pick up the item that he left behind. It is not an item. Yes, it is an item. Wand of Illusion, so yeah, it's an alright item. But YangE is attacking with a big ass force. We do have a mountain giant, which I am actually surprised to see. These guys can basically taunt, forcing units to attack himself. 6 armor, which is actually very impressive. It is +1 armor though, so you gotta remember that. Demon Hunter Nagasi, which is going to be cycloned, constantly cycloned, I'm gonna imagine. Yeah. Okay, Demon Hunter is Fairy Fired, but of course he does have the +3 ring, so that is only going to be a -1. Demon is going to be taking down level 3 though, so that is going to be a big loss. Level 4 I meant. I honestly thought he was still at level 3. Either way, that's going to be a loss of DPS for Moon, so he needs to be very careful in the next few minutes until his Demon Hunter comes back. This Mountain Giant taking a lot of punishment, but at the end of the day, as you know, as he takes a lot of punishment, he is going to run out of health very soon. Meanwhile, YangE is going to attack once again. This Altar of Elders is not reviving anyone. Even though Moon has sufficient resources to revive the Demon Hunter, it is not going to happen. So yeah, that is a little bad. Demon Hunter is going to be Tavern revived in response to that, and Moonwells are targeted but not destroyed just quite yet. Alright. I also thought Moon had a bigger army than he actually has right now, which is not actually happening. YangE for some reason is going to be TPing out though, so really? Is 2 giants, a bear and 2 dryads, as well as 2 heroes really that intimidating? He might need to invest on Ancient of Lore units right now, I think. I mean, going pure dots is not really advisable. I think he should mix it up with lore units as well. That's generally what some Night Elf players do. Okay, Furbolg Elder Shaman, who is the remnant of this red creep camp, and I believe is the holder of the very valuable item. What is it going to be? It's going to be a scroll of reservation. I'll take that. Essentially a scroll of mana and a scroll of healing. You can't really argue with that, really. Except it's just not that good of an item. Well, I guess it is. It can be game-changing. YangE gonna build an expansion, so the Dryad did spot that, so that might, I don't know, encourage Moon to expand himself, or try to do anything to deny that expansion. So that's what I'm thinking Moon's thinking. Now see which is taking heavy damage. Ooh, she really needs to be careful. Don't know how she can run away. She is going to live with the change of aggro, so very lucky right there. I think the Mountain Giants could have actually taunted as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. Instead, there we go with the taunt. Dragon's going to attack the Mountain Giant. Probably could have done that earlier on. Fountain of Health heals percentage base, so I mean the amount of damage he takes by the dragon is gonna be instantly healed back up with the fountain, so eh. Okay, looks like YangE's gonna attack Moon's base once again. One Moonwell taking down another Ancient of Wonders as well. That's a lot of units. 55 versus 57. YangE, of course, has plenty of units because he only has 2 His units only costing 2 food supply each, besides the heroes, of course. We do not have any upgrades though, so that might be troublesome, as the druids, dryads, and giants are 2-2, so we might see that actually take an effect. Staff preservation on that bear coming up from behind. Let's see how this will work out. I believe the scroll of healing was used, and Mountain Giants is still taunting. Nagasi, which somehow has an Ong of Reincarnation as well. I have no idea where she got that from. Maybe the dragon. Maybe. Cyclone has been cast on the Demon Hunter. Moon is going to lose a Dryad. Dryad's still doing very well though. I mean, archers and dots slowly die off. And of course Moon's Mountain Giants are really keeping that Demon Hunter at bay, so very, very good investment in that term. Fork Lightning dealing a lot of damage to these dots, and there we go with these Mountain Giants. Dots and archers really have nowhere to run, as they're pretty much sandwiched over here. Or not. This bit of the sandwich is going to be running away. Okay. Another dot taken down. To be honest, I cannot wait for either player to try and go chimeras. I mean, chimeras really expensive, and I believe very costly in food, but I don't know, chimeras might actually work well against archers and dots. Even though they're pretty much anti-air, chimeras do a crap ton of damage. Fork Lightning on that Nagasi, which Ong Reincarnation is going to be used, and that is a little bad. We might have a Staff Preservation right here, possibly on the Demon Hunter. He might be the first one to be targeted. Nagasi, which Moon is going to be running away, or not, I don't know. Both of Moon heroes has Staff Preservation. Nagasi, which is going to be preserved for YangE, and the TP scroll coming in from the Demon Hunter. So yeah, Moon able to keep it up. He does of course have more dryads than YangE has dots and archers, so surprising. Even though YangE has an expansion as well. Moon still not choosing to build an expansion, as I think he's just concentrating on his army. Okay. Is that 7 dryads? 7 dryads are, as well as a couple of mountain giants, are going to be going after possibly YangE's expansion. We're going to have a bear and a giant coming in.
A player's forces are under attack.
Or not. It looks like the main armies are going to intercept with one another. And let's see how this will turn out. We cannot have any cyclones except for that Demon Hunter, which is instantly abolished. So really, dryads are the biggest hard counters. Demon Hunter is indeed level 6, which I am actually I have no idea what the term is, but I want to see Metamorphosis. Don't think we're gonna see it though. I mean, man, they with Potion of Restoration, not Potion of Restoration, Scroll of Restoration, and there we go with Dark Ranger and the Demon Hunter taken down. That was really difficult. I don't know what is wrong with me today, but that is going to be game. That is going to be Moon versus YangE. The next one I believe is Lin versus Anubarak. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time.